What if Jesus praised a dishonest man? What if the story of the parable of the dishonest manager is not about money at all, but it's about the nature of reality? Welcome back to my channel. In this channel, I share topics about truth, existence, and anything in between. In this video, I'm going to share the parable of the dishonest man from the Gospel of Luke and talk about what lessons we can learn from it and what are the messages in that parable that relates to the nature of reality. In the Gospel of Luke, chapter 16, Jesus tells a strange parable. A rich man finds out that his manager is wasting money. So he tells him, "You are fired, but give me a final account of everything first." The manager panics. He's not strong enough to dig. He's not gonna beg because he's too proud. But he gets clever. He goes to his boss's debtors, the borrowers, and reduces their debts. 100 measures of oil, just make it 50. 100 bushels of wheat, right down to 80. He does this so they'll owe him a favor later. And then the twist.
It appears we have an understanding.
The master praises the dishonest manager, not for stealing, but for being shrewd. You see, when the clients or the debtors got their debts in half, they were going to pay that while the manager was at work. But then because of the work of manager, they're gonna give favor to him later, right? They're gonna be friends. So this parable in the first sight offends our moral instincts. But Jesus is not promoting dishonesty. He's pointing towards something deeper, something metaphysical. The dishonest manager understood this. Worldly wealth is temporary. The power to forgive debts is fleeting. He used what little he had while he had it to prepare for what was coming. In a way, he saw through an illusion. Jesus follows this parable with a profound truth. Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. And whoever is dishonest with very little will also be dishonest with much. Luke 16, verse 10. Is that not a metaphysical claim that this world isn't the full picture? That there's coming reality, one we should be preparing for. What is real ownership? The manager didn't own the money. He was a steward, just like us. We don't really own our time here. We don't own our money, our lives. We are managers, temporarily entrusted. Plato said this world is a shadow of the real. Ecclesiastes says wealth is vanity. It flies away like vapor. And Jesus says, no one can serve two masters. You cannot serve both God and money. So here is the paradox. The dishonest manager was more real than the people around him because he acted for the future, not for the illusion. He didn't have anything, but he could see what is gonna last in the future. This parable isn't about finance, right? It's about wisdom in the fact that everything is temporary. In the face of impermanence, how should we act? What if Jesus told this parable to shake us awake, to stop clinging to appearances and start investing in eternity? If everything you have was a test, how would you use it differently? If you knew that this wasn't the final reality, but a preparation, would you live differently? Maybe the real question is, what are you doing with what's been entrusted to you before the account is due? If this opened a new perspective for you, like it did for me, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching.